Hey guys, in today's video, we're making surf and turf on a budget. If you're not familiar with it, it's a combination of seafood and red meats. You can use crab legs, lobster, lamb. You can have a variety of combinations, but for today's recipe, we're using lobster tails, shrimp skewers, beef steaks, and it will cost you around $10 per person to make. Hi and welcome to my channel. If you would like to learn more about budget cooking, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And now without further ado, let's start cooking. This time I will be using lobster tails, shrimp skewers, and for the meat I'm using boneless chuck steak. It's known to be poor man's ribeye and it was only $3.78. Other things you're gonna need is a stick of butter, garlic. You're also gonna need scissors to cut the lobster tails, seasoning, and lime or lemon juice. I'm preheating my cast iron skillet here and the oven is on 350 degrees while we prepare our ingredients. Start with the lobster tails by pushing the meat slightly in so we can have a little hole where we can start cutting with our scissors and cut across the half of the shell all the way down to the tail, making sure you don't damage the meat inside. And once you've cut it, you're gonna want to put your fingers between the shell and the meat to detach the flesh of the shell while the part at the tail is still attached. Now grab the flesh gently and pull it out and place it on top of your shell. If this is your first time doing it, don't overthink it. You might break the shell a little bit, but don't worry about it. Melt 1 tablespoon of butter and place your lobster tails into an oven-proof dish. Give them a generous coating of your melted butter and season them with some Old Bay seasoning. We will place them in the oven on 350 degrees for around 20 minutes or until they get nice and pink. And I will do the same with the shrimp skewers. I'm giving them a generous bath of melted butter and I will season them with Old Bay seasoning, but you could use any other seasoning to your liking. Here I have 4 chopped cloves of garlic for our seafood and 2 garlic cloves for our steak, and we're gonna using it to flavor our butter. I cut the large chuck eye into 2 smaller steaks and I'm seasoning them with some salt, black pepper and garlic powder generously on both sides. To fry the steak, heat up about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil and add in 1 tablespoon of butter. Now add in the garlic and just give it a quick stir. Place the steaks in your hot flavored butter and fry them on each side for 2 to 3 minutes depending how medium or rare you want it. Before you flip them, the bottom of your steak should already be nice and browned. This is a very simplified way of how to make steak. You could also decide to flip them every minute. And towards the end, just give them a generous splash of your flavored butter just for some extra juiciness. When they're done, take them off the heat and let them rest on a board for about 5 minutes. Put that pan aside and in another pan, heat up some olive oil with a little bit of butter. I decided to put a little bit of chopped garlic just to flavor the butter, but you can skip this step. And I'm placing in my shrimp skewers and I will fry them for 1 to 2 minutes on each side or until they get nice and pink. They really don't take long at all. And we're almost there, guys. The last thing that we have to do is the dipping sauce. I'm heating up some olive oil here and in that oil I'm gonna put the rest of our butter. When the butter is melted, add in the 4 chopped cloves of garlic that we prepared earlier and fry them for about 1 to 2 minutes. You don't want the garlic to burn, so this will be happening very fast. For seasoning, I'm using black pepper, thyme, ground coriander, ground cumin, garlic powder, parsley flakes, Old Bay seasoning, and paprika or cayenne pepper. Give all of it a really good mix and fry them for around 30 seconds. You just want to get the flavor out of it, but you don't want to burn the herbs. And at the end, just add 1 or 2 tablespoons of lemon or lime juice. Give it all together another good stir and your dipping sauce is ready. You can obviously adjust the flavors to your liking or to whatever it is that you have available. Brush the lobster tails with the sauce that we just made just for some extra flavor and use the rest as dipping sauce. And we came to the end of our video. Thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!